Hello, I'm Annabelle Daniel, the Chief Executive Officer of Women's Community Shelters, and welcome to our May newsletter. And it's a big one. May is Domestic and Family Violence Prevention Month, and our shelters and network have had a huge amount of events and opportunities to raise awareness around domestic and family violence this month, and we can't wait to show you what's in our newsletter, so check it all out down below. First off, this month in May, we are delighted to announce the launch of the Haven Residences, which is the second shelter under our Haven Nepean Women's Shelter and the very first in Women's Community Shelters Core and Cluster Network, which is an incredible new opportunity in partnership with Evolve Housing and the New South Wales Government to create a new model of delivering services to women and children. And so essentially it's a unit block which has an office in it where women and children can live in safety, dignity, security, privacy, and with the community wrapping around them as well. It's modelled on independent living, and it allows women to access that support on site as well if they need to. It's a fantastic model, and it's very much needed in the Penrith community, which has the second highest rate of domestic and family violence in New South Wales. We are so delighted and enormously proud of the efforts of the Haven Nepean Women's Shelter and all who've been involved in getting this amazing project off the ground, and we know it's going to provide incredible support for women and kids who need it. This month we've also had very welcome news in the federal budget that there are changes to the single parenting payment rates. Previously, single parents were cut off from single parent payment when their youngest child turned 8. That's now been reversed, and now it applies when their youngest child turns 14. This is incredibly important as 91% of single parent families are women, and we know that this increased rate of payment significantly assists the women and children who we support in helping them find that next safe roof over their head. So we welcome these changes from the federal government. It's been a long time coming, and we're very, very pleased it's going to support more women and children with economic freedom and independence. And Women's Community Shelters is delighted this month to welcome our new People and Culture lead, Helen Brown. She's joining the team with significant experience in the sector, and there's some more details about our wonderful new recruit down below. And next in our newsletter, I'd like to give a huge plug for our amazing Gwingana Lifestyle Retreat Raffle. Details down below. This is an incredible opportunity to buy a ticket for a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and as many of our regular followers know, it's so necessary to help WCS do what we do that you continue to support us. Our core hub is fully funded by philanthropy, corporate partnerships, donations and fundraising like our raffle, so we really encourage you to get behind this, and there's an amazing prize at the end of it. Check out the details below. This month we've also included some further reading that you might want to have a look at. We've got some amazing book recommendations from the WCS team which deal with themes like domestic and family violence if you wanted to learn a little bit more about that. We also have a long form article about the epidemic of brain injury amongst domestic and family violence survivors, which is an issue of particular interest to me and one I think that's flown under the radar for quite a long period of time. You'll often see articles in the media about concussion amongst sports people. You don't often see articles in reference to domestic and family violence survivors, but we certainly know that that affects many of the women that we support in our care, and it certainly impacts them in areas like planning and executive function and being able to get through the day-to-day. So this is an incredibly important article, and I'd really encourage you to read it. We have plenty more exciting reading in our newsletter down below, including coverage of what our shelters have been up to, and of course all important Reconciliation Week, of which WCS is a keen supporter. So please check out the information down below. Don't hesitate to send us through some feedback, and we look forward to talking to you next month.